Hi, readers. After a few more dramatic and murdery book reviews, I decided to completely switch gears from what I've been doing recently and review a really funny book. This is probably going to be a slightly shorter review, but this was on my list of books to read this year, and I read it. It's hilarious. This is I Could Pee on This, which is a book of poetry by cats. This is such a fun book. It's pretty short. I read it all in one day. It's hilarious. If you have cats, if you know cats, if you enjoy cats, this book is so good because you can just visualize cats writing this or expressing this. I also I marked a couple of a couple of poems in here because they stood out to me as particularly good. I mean, they're all really good, but the first one is a haiku about sushi, and it says, "Did you really think that you could hide fish in rice? Oh, the green paste burns," which I just find so funny. And I can just imagine a cat doing that and being like, "Ha, I outsmarted you," and then eating wasabi and being like, "How could you betray me?" Which I thought was very funny. And then also there's a poem called Bigger Cat, and it says, "I'm not fat, I'm big boned. I'm not fat, I'm a bigger breed. I'm not fat, it's just more hair. I'm not fat, it's just more muscle. I'm not fat, it's only winter weight. I'm not fat, it's only a trick of the eye. I'm not the reason you threw out your back, but the next time you lift me, do so with your knees." Which I love. I have a cat back home living with my parents who he was like 25 pounds. He weighs more than my dog, and my dog is a pug, so he's not very big anyway, but he's dense. But my cat weighs more than him. Cosmos weighs like 21, 22 pounds, and Luna weighs a lot. Except that he's kind of been on a diet, and he's gotten down to what my dad and I refer to as he actually looks kind of cat-shaped now. Before he looked like a blob. So I just thought that poem was really funny because it's like, yeah, I have a very fat cat in my life. But I really like this book. I think if you want something that's just really short and funny, it's really good. It's also so easy to imagine cats doing the things in this. I have 2 cats. My first, I don't want to say real pet. I had a goldfish when I was little, but my first non-fish pet was a cat. And her name's Mitzi, and she's black and very fluffy, and she lives with my parents, and she's pretty old. And then Luna is also the one who's very fat, but they have such different personalities and such different moods and stuff. Like Mitzi's very shy and really likes specific people, but she doesn't like general people in the house she doesn't know. Luna's super social, but he's also just a blob where he just will flop on the floor and lay there for hours, or go out in the backyard and flop in the sun. And so, because I have these 2 pretty different personality cats, I could see a bit of each of them in this book, and it was just really fun. I do have another of these books, but it's for dogs, and I don't remember what that one's called. I think it's called, like, I Could Chew on This or something, but it's so good. And it's divided into sections of introduction, family, work, play, existence, and acknowledgments. And the existence part is cats getting really existential about stuff. It's so good. It's so funny. It's a great gift for someone, I think. It's if you know someone who really likes cats, just maybe give them this as a surprise, and I think they would find it really amusing. It's not really like a plot-based book because it is just poems about cats, or by cats from the perspective of cats. But it's so funny, and all of them have, well, most of them have corresponding cat pictures, which makes it kind of fun. So they are very enjoyable to read. And again, you can read it really quickly because it's pretty short. They are just so hilarious. And then the cover is a cat next to a typewriter with a crumpled paper, and some books for reference. So, it's so good. It's so clever, too, because it's like, you read it and you're just like, my cat has had this exact existential crisis, or has done this exact thing, or something like that. So, it's a great insight into what your cat might be thinking or doing, and I think it is just so funny. I love the idea, too, of just writing a whole book of poems from the perspective of cats, because I feel like that's a fun thing to write poems about. And I also think it's funny how the beginning of each section has like a little, this is a cat adage, and then there's others that are like cat proverbs or something like this. So this one is for play, and it says, life is a hallway meant to be explored one barely head-sized hole at a time. And the background is a really close-up of a yarn ball. And so it's just really fun, and it's got, like, the cat is stuck in the box, and just lots of stuff. It's very, very fun. I highly recommend it. This, again, is a little bit of a short, fun video. I might post this on the extra Saturday, because I'm trying to post three Saturdays a month, and this might be like an extra bonus video because it is so much shorter, and I have another book that might also fall into that category. But this book is so fun. It's so funny. It's so cute. All the little pictures. It's small too, so it can fit in like a stocking or a little gift bag with maybe something else, or by itself. Like, it's fun. I really enjoy this book. I think I got this actually at like a library book sale, and I saw it and I was just like, this looks hilarious, and it is. So I recommend it to any cat lovers out there, anyone who has a cat and wants to understand what they're thinking, because this will give you all the insight you need. And also the title poem is very funny. This is the picture that goes with it, because the cat could pee on the laptop if it wanted to. So anyway, I very much recommend this if you want something just really funny, really lighthearted, or something that's like a tribute to loving cats, which this is. So let me know if you've read this. I'm really curious to see what your thoughts are. This one doesn't have much of spoilers because it isn't plot-based, so feel free to say whatever you want about it in the comments if you have read it, and let me know if you're interested in reading it. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you're reading this year, if you've read anything really funny and lighthearted like this, and keep reading. Bye!